All right, guys. Okay, everybody, we are live. Sorry, something is wrong with Facebook. So I want to apologize. First of all, I'm your host, Sean Lennon, the Fightlete Report Remote Podcast, Green Street Local. This is the last big UFC pay-per-view of the year, and we're going to break everything down. We just got the result just now. Megan Anderson coming off of a big victory over Kat Zingano. TKO, referee stoppage. It looks like, from what we could gather, she hit her with a leg kick, and the leg and grazed her eye. This is insane. So the fight with Zingano, it's a TKO victory. Megan Anderson gets her first win in UFC, and I was correct with that prediction. I knew Megan Anderson had done. I was hoping it'd be more spectacular fashion. I was hoping for a big knockout. She says she's a big girl, has big power, and listen, Cyborg has got to get ready. Whoever wins, Cyborg, Nunes, Megan Anderson is coming. And I think that she is going to be the top dog in that featherweight division. She just beat Kat Zingano, a former number one contender who fought Ronda Rousey about 3 years ago. You got to give that title fight to Megan Anderson. I mean, it's too early, we'll see what happens. But shame on Amanda Nunes. If she wins tonight and she drops down to bantamweight, this is featherweight division. You got to defend the featherweight title. I am still going with Amanda Nunes to win this fight against Cyborg. I'm going on a limb here. My buddy Brian, he feels the same way. I'm going on a huge limb saying it's going to happen, but Amanda knows she's got to move up and relinquish the bantamweight title if that happens. Now, if Cyborg wins, we get the dream fight we always want to see. Two former big champions go head-to-head, Megan Anderson and Cyborg. And I love that fight. I am such a big fan of that fight. And the reason why, they were supposed to fight each other back in 2017 at UFC 214, and Megan Anderson, something happened. She couldn't be a part of the fight. It was a really big mistake, not to have that fight at the time. Instead, we saw Cyborg go against Tanya Evinger. That was not a fight anybody wanted to see. We were given that fight, but we still want to see Megan versus Chris, and I think that's the fight to make at 145 pounds if Chris wins. If Amanda wins, those who mentioned it, Amanda's got to defend that title. She's got to go up to stay at 145. She's got to fight Megan Anderson. I am so excited with the result. The result is what I wanted. I wanted to see a knockout by Megan. She didn't get to display everything that she's known for. I was really sad about that. And unfortunately, that's a turn of events. Right now on the broadcast, for instance, we got Montel Jackson, Brian Kelleher. So we're going to watch this. Montel trains at Pure Vita, and I've actually interviewed him at his gym. I know Montel well. He's been on the Fightlete Report. He's looking to get his first UFC victory. And I believe this is a replay from earlier, so that means there was a finish. I did not look at the results, so I'm sorry if you guys already know the results. It's fine. But listen, Montel's here. Listen, Montel is a guy that's basically he's got a great record, 7-0 undefeated. And Montel is looking to take on a tough guy, Brian Kelleher. This fight was originally scheduled to be in New York City. This was originally scheduled to be part of the UFC in New York at UFC 230, and hours a failed weight cut. Brian Kelleher was sent to the hospital. It didn't happen. So now they're fighting each other. And I do apologize. I am looking at this fight. It is a replay from earlier on Fight Pass, and I am predicting that it's a Montel Jackson knockout. That was my original prediction, and we'll see, because Montel's got, look at the hands on this guy. Look at him. He's a bantamweight right now. If you guys watch MS1, look at his hands. He has Brock Lesnar-sized hands. His coaches said that his grip strength is so big, is so tight, that he grapples them, and he's going like, oh my goodness! Montel with a quick, oh wow, there he goes! Montel, Jake Jackson with another TKO. Is it gonna be? Still watching live market. I'm sorry, guys. I love Montel. He's got it. He's got a Dutch choke in. Can he get it? Can he get it? And yes, he did it! Montel Quick Jackson. Congratulations. First UFC victory. Milwaukee proud. Pure Vita. All the guys there. Zach Otto. Jay Clip. Great job, you guys. And wow. I try not to be biased, but listen, I know Montel. He's a great kid, man. Big win for him. I'm so excited for him getting his first UFC victory by Darce choke. Unbelievable. And that's what Montel showed. He didn't in the Contender Series. He went ahead and he did it. His first UFC fight. Okay, so this is his first UFC victory, but his debut, listen, lost to Ricky Simone, wrestled him. And now here, Montel Jackson is not afraid to get clinched with Brian Kelleher, a veteran, a guy who's defeated. By the way, Brian Kelleher has defeated a former UFC bantamweight champion, Renan Barão. He beat Renan Barão in his last fight. So you got to give Kelleher the credit in the world. He beat a former champion, and now Montel Jackson beats Brian Kelleher. Unbelievable victory. I am so excited, guys. Wow, things are kicking off. We got about 30 minutes to go. I'm going to take a little break, come back. We're going to do prediction time. We're going to see if my fellas here want to do predictions with me, want to give their thoughts on the fights. We got Jones. We've got Cyborg. We've got Nunes. We've got Gustin. And listen, let me tell you about this fight now. Everybody loves John Jones. Lots of people love Alexander Gustafsson too. The fans love both fighters. Remember back in 2014, EA Sports did an actual poll to see who would be on the cover of John Jones. So who was on the cover? Was it Ronda Rousey? No, it wasn't. It wasn't Brock Lesnar? No, it wasn't. It wasn't even Miesha Tate who beat out Ronda Rousey. At the end of the day, it was Alexander Gustafsson. Jones has a monkey on his back with Alexander Gustafsson. He told him, it's in the back of it's in my rearview mirror. Gus is in the rearview mirror. I'm never going to fight him again. I don't care. I beat him. Well, guess what? He has to fight him tonight. He wants to get his title back. He wants to get his career back to where it was. He has to go against the man who nearly took him the title from him, Gustafsson. You go back and look at that fight. I still give the fight to Gustafsson. I give it 3-2. And no, as dominant Jones was clearly dominant in the fourth and fifth rounds. That third round, second round, first round, Gustafsson's got straight. You can't straight box Gustafsson. That's the thing. John Jones can't straight out box him. He's got to mix it up. He mixes it up with the elbows, the knees, the kicks. He's going to be successful. But straight up boxing, Gustafsson is probably one of the top boxers in UFC and maybe the whole light heavyweight division. The way he puts his hands together, fantastic fighter. You know, he outboxed Glover Teixeira. Glover Teixeira is a Brazilian national champion in boxing, I believe. He was a former boxer in the UFC, and so it's fantastic. You can't wait. I cannot wait to see that fight. Listen, when we see Jones and Gustafsson again, this is a dream. It's been happening for 5 years. We waited a long time to see this rematch. Finally, it's happened. Gustafsson, really, the only thing he can lay claim to is that he was so close to beating him. He's had impressive wins, but what has he done lately? Not too much. He's been off a year and a half, same as John Jones. Guys have had huge on layoffs, both guys, and they're looking to stake their claim to this division. It's up for grabs. And listen, Gustafsson wins this fight, he becomes a megastar. He becomes an international star. I mean, you could see it on par with Anderson the Spider Silva. This guy will be nationally recognized, and especially if he beats John Jones this time. That's it. It's lights out. I believe that it's going to be John Jones, though. My prediction is going to be John Jones by decision. I believe he can't afford to start this fight slow. He has to set the pace early on. And not only that, he's got to absolutely dominate from bell to bell. Might be a close fight again. But Jones knows what he has to correct from last time. And I don't care if you say you won 70%. 80%, 65%. No, you got to go. We all know that you didn't train your ass off for this fight, and I hope he trains his ass off for this fight, because this is going to be a hell of a fight. And I've got John Jones win this fight. I just think the levels, there's levels to the game. He's up there, but Gustafsson is right below him, maybe right at his tier. And listen, I think there might be a time Gustafsson becomes the champion of the world, but now it's John Jones' time. And I have got John Jones winning this fight. So we're going to take a break at 8:30 p.m. And thanks, everybody, for tuning into the Fightlete board. Lots of stuff we're doing on YouTube now. We're broadcasting live on YouTube. I'm sorry. I'm still trying to figure out why I won't broadcast on Facebook. So still trying to figure that out. I shared the link to Facebook, you guys. We got lots of stuff, content up. We've got stuff from the Elite Amateur Fight League that was in Chicago. I have an interview, of course, with Jay Clip, who is, of course, Montel Quick Jackson victorious tonight in UFC 232. And again, if you guys don't know the results, big wins all throughout. We go right back to the last fight I saw, Uriah Hall. Big win for him. He came out and beat a guy who was supposed to be Melvin Lewis. He knocked him out. emotional post-fight speech. He talked about his sister, and who recently passed away. So that was really sad to hear. Big win for Uriah Hall, getting back on track. And then we just saw another great fight, a big win and a big debut for none other than from another big debut, another big win, of course, for Andre Ewell. Lost a tough loss fight. He got submitted, and I believe it was the third round. And all the credit to, of course, his opponent, who did a wonderful job in his fight. I believe that, we're going to see more of him moving forward. And listen, there's not much that we can say, but Uriah Hall with another big victory in the middleweight division. And we're talking about Nathaniel Wood, the bantamweight division. He defeated Andre Ewell, and he finished him in the third round by submission. Rear naked choke, big win for him, especially a nice adjustment. 4 minutes and 12 seconds. It happened in the third round. I am so excited, and we're going to have more coming after this. We are closing out this segment of the Fight Report. We'll be back right before the main card. And if you're a fight fan, Christmas has come late, New Year's has come early, because UFC 232 is here. And it doesn't matter. We can do this fight on the moon. Listen, everybody's going to watch it. Everybody might say, hey, we didn't make the right choice moving it. The fans are affected, whatever. But this had to happen tonight. It's a wonderful night. December 29, 2018 will be etched in history as one of the biggest nights ever for mixed martial arts in UFC. So we'll be back on the Fight Report, so stay tuned.